everyone, my name is Felipe and it is a pleasure to be here today in your company and to be part of this international youth exchange of e.p.a. and European Union.
Hello, I am Anna. Nice to meet you. Felipe, I am very curious to know what we are going to do during this time together. Can you explain it to us?
I hope that this time that I will spend here with you in this workshop will be very productive and that in the end we will all be happy that we decided to participate and take advantage of this opportunity to learn, explore and grow together. This is a space created especially for you, where you can share ideas, acquire new knowledge and inspire each other. It doesn't matter if you are just a curious person or someone with some experience. The important thing is that everyone is here. I look forward to starting this journey with you and talking about the topic that brings us here today: home, the world inside and around me.
Okay, Philip, I understand that we are going to work on the home theme. But then explain to us the limits of home that we must think about.
Internal and personal space, the world inside me. This part of the phrase could refer to the personal and emotional aspects of home. It represents the inner world of thoughts, feelings, memories, and the sense of belonging that a person associates with home. It emphasizes that home is not just a physical place, but also an emotional state where one feels comfortable, safe, and understood.
Right, agreed. But home isn't just the house on the inside, is it? And outside, do you want to explain that too?
External environment and community, the world around me. This part might refer to the physical environment, including the house itself, the neighborhood, the community, and the cultural or social surroundings. It highlights how the external world contributes to the feeling of home, including relationships with family, friends, and the broader community, as well as the environment one lives in. Together, the phrase has the idea that home is both an internal and external experience. It's not just about the physical space where we live, but also about the emotional connections, the sense of security, and the personal identity we associate with that space.
Perfect. But now, after all these explanations, what do you really want us to do in this workshop? What is the final work?
Well, what I would really like to know is what home means to all of you who are here in front of me. But not just home as a physical or family space. The question I want to ask you is, do you feel at home in Europe? And for this challenge I want you to do the following, which I will explain now. Are you ready? So here it goes. After recording the video with your cell phones, send it via WhatsApp or any internet application to your leaders, who will send us your recordings, and then we will make a final video to show you and the world everything you have to say about it. To remind you once again what we want to know, the questions are: you feel at home in Europe, and why? Just a few suggestions to make your video look spectacular. Choose a good background to record, speak loudly so we can hear you, try to speak in English, or if you are not comfortable in your language, record individually, or if you cannot, with someone else, and in the end your video should only be 10 to 15 seconds. To do all this you have about 30 minutes. Can you do it? Now that you understand what we want you to do, and if you have no doubts, you can get together with your country group or with friends who like to do this work and have fun. We are very curious to see your spectacular productions.
So let's see the spectacular work you all have prepared for us. I'm curious. Let's see together.
I feel at home at Europe because I have a lot of people and friends which are also European.
Europe is our home because it has brought together people who warred for years and the economic disasters of that caused. So Europe is our home forever. Wonderful Europe.
Yes, we feel at home in Europe because we are all together and we can communicate with English.
Europe is home for me because Europe has a lot of opportunities to live my life how I like.
I feel at home in Europe. I love living here because I have my family in Palermo. It's the most important thing for me.
Hi, I'm Shaima from the Humble Group.
Hello, I am Abdo from Italia.
احكي.
أنا نحس حالي في البيت لما نبقى قاعد مع أصحابي برا، نمشي للبحر، نمشي نلعب كورة.
He said he feel home when he's with his friend, when they like hang out on the beach and like just hang out in general. I feel at home when I'm with my friends in Europa and next to my family.
I feel at home in Europe because it's a safe place and you can be whatever you want without judgment.
Sziasztok! Azért érzem magam itthon Európában, mert itthon vagyok, és ez az otthonom.
I feel honestly as a privileged of living in Europe because I know that we live in a privileged part of the world.
Yes, I feel at home in Europe because so far we can still also invite people from other continents.
I feel home in Europe because I know a lot of amazing people and let's help each other to feel more home in Europe.
Because in every country that I go, I can find a piece of my culture.
Yo no me siento en casa en Europa porque no es la misma felicidad y alegría que hay en Chile.
Eu sinto-me em casa na Europa porque não há sítio mais seguro do que a Europa. A Europa é bonita, por isso sim, sinto-me em casa na Europa.
I feel at home in Europe because we have a lot of green spaces.
Ott vagyok otthon, ahol vagyok, ahol zenét tudok hallgatni, ahol zene van. Nekem a zene az otthonom, és otthon hallgatok zenét.
Hi, I feel at home in Europe because despite the differences between all of us, we managed to live together in understanding and love.
Yes, I feel at home in Europe. It's where I was born, but also I have a lot of friends around all the European countries and also my man.
I guess I feel at home in Europe because my children live here. And while they are here and they are children, it's my purpose to be with them.
So I feel home in Europe because I'm here with my family, with my mom, my little brothers, and it's nice to live here. We have everything. Yes.
I feel very home in Europe because of the different cultures that we have. I love to meet new cultures and it makes me feel very, very welcome always when they share with me their culture.
Yes, I do feel at home in Europe because it's the place where I was born, where my family lives, my friends, and it's a place where I have everything, to be honest.
Because we have many different cultures, and I think Europe is very diverse, and I think also Europe is a safety continent, so I feel safe.
Yeah, because I'm around my people.
I feel safe here and surrounded by friends, and also Europe is taking care of me too and is keeping me warm.
I feel at home in Europe, but I am not some kind of European patriot or something.
There are some places that I can imagine that I could feel at home.
Otthon érzem magam Európában, mert mindenki, akit szeretek, az itt él, itt lakik, itt tudok velük lenni, és ennyi.
Europe is like my second home because the first one is my country, Chile. And I feel at home here because I feel safe and because I have my friends here, my family.
I feel at home in Europe because I have a lot of friends in many European countries and also my family lives in Europe. So yes, it is a place where I feel at home.
I feel at home in Europe because my friends are here and my family here.
I feel at home in Europe because I like my city and culture. My city is Palermo.
Because Europe is safe. My brother and sister, I like Europe.
Čutim se v Evropi kot doma, kjer so topli ljudje.
Especially Erasmus Plus. I sure hope we don't leave the EU anytime soon. Until then, it does feel quite like home.
Because it's safe and every place it's similar than my home, so I love it.
So yes, I feel at home in Europe, but for me, feeling at home is doesn't depending on a country or a place, but the people.
Because my family lived there, my friends, and I also feel safety because I think Europe is a very safety place. Also, I like the cultures and the diversity of people there, so everyone is kind of different.
Yes, I feel at home in Europe because you can go wherever you want and people will welcome you in a nice way.
Počutim se doma v Evropi, ker živim v družino in vsi moji prijatelji so v Evropi in sorodniki.
I think it's a question you could think a year about, but genuinely I feel home. I wouldn't say necessarily because we are in Europe, but yeah.
Because my friends and family are here, I grew up here, my life is in Europe.
Yes, I feel safe in Europe because it's where I am and I love to be. It's beautiful and yeah, it is what it is.
Europe is a very beautiful continent, full of different colors and landscapes and people, and I feel really at home in Europe, and I wish that all other peoples also can feel at home as in Europe as me.